On July 20th, 1944, a bomb exploded just a few feet away from Adolf Hitler, the dictator who plunged the world into the greatest war in history, survived by mere inches. But what almost no one tells you is this: that bomb did not come from the Allies. It was planted by German officers from inside the Nazi regime itself. This moment became known as Operation Valkyrie, the boldest, most dangerous, and bloodiest internal conspiracy against Hitler. And today, you'll understand how it almost changed the course of history. By 1944, Germany was losing the war. In the east, the Red Army advanced like a steamroller. In the west, the Allies had landed in Normandy. German cities were turning to ashes under constant bombings. Inside the military high command, one truth was already clear: the war was lost. But Hitler refused to accept it. He demanded total resistance. No retreat, no negotiation, no surrender. And every absurd order cost thousands of German lives. It was in this moment that something unthinkable began to happen. Officers within the regime started asking themselves, what if the real enemy of Germany is Hitler himself? Operation Valkyrie was not originally a coup plan. It was an official contingency plan of the Nazi state. Its purpose was simple: to maintain internal order in case of uprising, sabotage, or a collapse of government. The plan allowed the reserve army stationed inside Germany to take control of cities, communications, and ministries. All of it legally. But there was one crucial detail: Valkyrie could be activated without Hitler's direct authorization in the event of a national emergency. That's when the conspirators saw the opening. They thought, "Oh, what if we create the emergency after killing Hitler?" The men behind the conspiracy were not common rebels. They were generals, colonels, high-ranking officers of the German army. Many had supported Hitler in the past, but now they saw the regime as a death sentence for Germany. Among them were General Ludwig Beck, former chief of the General Staff; Henning von Tresckow, the moral brain of the resistance; Karl Gordler, conservative politician; and the man who would place the bomb, Klaus von Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg was an aristocrat, intelligent, charismatic, and deeply marked by the war. In combat, he lost his right hand, 2 fingers on his left hand, 1 eye. Even so, he returned to service. And more importantly, he gained direct access to Hitler. Stauffenberg came to believe that killing Hitler was not treason. It was a moral duty. He knew that if he failed, he would die, and his family would pay the price as well. Still, he accepted the mission. The plan was simple and at the same time suicidal. 1. Stauffenberg would kill Hitler with a bomb. 2. The death would be announced. 3. Operation Valkyrie would be activated. 4. The SS would be accused of a coup. 5. The army would seize control of Germany. Without Hitler, personal loyalty to the Führer would collapse. But everything depended on a single explosion. The meeting took place at the Wolf's Lair, Hitler's headquarters. Stauffenberg brought the briefcase filled with explosives. But everything started to go wrong. He managed to arm only 1 bomb, not 2. The meeting was moved to a room with open windows. An officer pushed the briefcase away from Hitler. At 12:42 p.m., the bomb exploded. The room was destroyed. 4 men were killed. But Hitler survived. In Berlin, the conspirators believed Hitler was dead. They activated Operation Valkyrie. Troops began occupying buildings. But then, the news changed. Hitler was alive, speaking on the radio, ordering repression. Officers hesitated. Orders were ignored. The coup collapsed within hours. That very night, Stauffenberg was executed by firing squad. In the months that followed, more than 7,000 people were arrested. Around 5,000 were executed. Some were hanged with piano wire, publicly humiliated, filmed on Hitler's orders. The regime became even more brutal. Operation Valkyrie failed, and the war continued for almost another year. Millions died after that day. Today, the conspirators are remembered as heroes in modern Germany. Men who, even if late, dared to say no to Hitler. Because sometimes the greatest resistance comes from within. July 20, 1944. The day history almost changed.